Hello everyone. In today's video we will discuss sexual reproduction in flowering plants top 50. Multiple choice questions. 1. What is the reproductive unit in angiosperms? A. Flowers. B. Stalk. C. Pedicel. D. Leaf. Answer: A. Flowers. 2. What are the four whorls of the flower arranged on? A. Ovaries. B. Stem. C. Petals. D. Thalamus. Answer: D. Thalamus. 3. The two lobes of the anther are attached together by a sterile dash. Tissue. A. Spongy. B. Parenchymatous. C. Sclerenchyma. D. Pedicel. Answer: B. Parenchymatous. 4. How do the pollen grains break open from the pollen sacs? A. Along the connective. B. Line of dehiscence. C. Grooves. D. Crack. Answer: B. Line of dehiscence. 5. What are pollen sacs called? A. Pollen sacs. B. Microspores. C. Microsporangia. D. Ovules. Answer: C. Microsporangia. 6. What is young anther made up of? A. Meristematic cells. B. Parenchyma. C. Pores. D. Seeds. Answer: A. Meristematic cells. 7. What are the meristematic cells in young anther, surrounded by? A. Pores. B. Parenchyma. C. Meristematic tissue. D. Epidermis. Answer: D. Epidermis. 8. Which two layers of the anther wall contain large cells? A. Epidermis and endothecium. B. Endothecium and middle layers. C. Endothecium and tapetum. D. Epidermis and tapetum. Answer: C. Endothecium and tapetum. 9. Cytoplasm of the pollen grains are rich in? A. Starch. B. Proteins. C. Minerals. D. Vitamins. Answer: A. Starch. 10. Exene is made up of? A. Vascular strands. B. Spiropollenin. C. Parenchyma. D. Meristematic cells. Answer: B. Spiropollenin. 11. What is palynology? A. Study of internal morphology of pollens. B. Study of anthers. C. Study of external morphology of pollens. D. Study of young pollens. Answer: C. Study of external morphology of pollens. 12. Pollen viability is? A. Ability to germinate. B. Time taken to mature. C. Dehiscence. D. Senescence. Answer: A. Ability to germinate. 13. Which nutrients do the pollen grains contain the most? A. Vitamins. B. Proteins. C. Fats. D. Carbohydrates. Answer: D. Carbohydrates. 14. One of the major contributors to pollen allergy is? A. Lawn grass. B. Carrot grass. C. Wheat grass. D. Paddy. Answer: B. Carrot grass. 15. What represents the female part of the flower? A. Androecium. B. Corolla. C. Calyx. D. Gynoecium. Answer: D. Gynoecium. 16. In which condition should the ovaries be free? A. Apoptosis. B. Apocarpus. C. Syncarpus. D. Adephallus. Answer: B. Apocarpus. 17. What is a pistil? A. Androecium. B. Gynoecium. C. Stigma. D. Ovaries. Answer: B. Gynoecium. 18. What is a megasporangium? A. Pistil. B. Carpel. C. Ovule. D. Stigma. Answer: C. Ovule. 18. Mass of parenchymatous cells on the body of the ovary is also called? A. Nucellus. B. Meristematic cell. C. Tegument. D. Ovule. Answer: A. Nucellus. 19. Passage at one end of the ovary is called as? A. Micropyle. B. Funicle. C. Chalaza. D. Hilum. Answer: A. Micropyle. 20. Which half is the embryo sac embedded? A. Funicle. B. Ovule. C. Micropyla. D. Chalaza. Answer: C. Micropyla. 21. How do the three cells of the egg apparatus communicate? A. Plasmodesmata. B. Nucellus. C. Cytokine. D. Vacuole. Answer: A. Plasmodesmata. 22. Which is the largest cell of the embryo sac? A. Clausal cells. B. Micropellar cells. C. Synagoids. D. Central cell. Answer: D. Central cell. 23. Transfer of pollen grains to the stigma of a pistil is termed A. Fertilization. B. Pollination. C. Maturation. D. Transfer. Answer: B. Pollination. 24. Dash is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of another flower of the same plant. A. Getonogamy. B. Cleistogamy. C. Autogamy. D. Xenogamy. Answer: D. Xenogamy. 25. Which of the following do not produce two types of flower? A. Viola. B. Oxalis. C. Hibiscus. D. Commelina. Answer: C. Hibiscus. 26. Dash is one of the most common families that are pollinated by animals. A. Fabaceae. B. Euphorbiaceae. C. Asteraceae. D. Begoniaceae. Answer: C. Asteraceae. 27. Pollination through animals is A. Zoophily. B. Pollination. C. Hydrophily. D. Epihydrophily. Answer: A. Zoophily. 28. Pollination by insects is called A. Zoophily. B. Anemophily. C. Epihydrophily. D. Entomophily. Answer: D. Entomophily. 29. Dash does not allow the raising of pure lines. A. Self-compatibility. B. Interspecific incompatibility. C. Intraspecific incompatibility. D. Outbreeding. Answer: C. Intraspecific incompatibility. 30. In dash self-incompatibility, genotype of pollen determines the incompatibility. A. Outbreeding. B. Interspecific. C. Sporophytic. D. Gametophytic. Answer: D. Gametophytic. 31. Pollen pistil interaction determines the dash of the pollen. A. Compatibility. B. Color. C. Nature. D. Maturation. Answer: A. Compatibility. 32. Double fertilization is seen in A. Angiosperms. B. Gymnosperms. C. Malaceae. D. Viola. Answer: A. Angiosperms. 33. Which two scientists stated that endosperms were for reduction of female gametophyte? A. Chargaff and Franklin. B. Nirenberg and Carana. C. Watson and Crick. D. Brink and Cooper. Answer: D. Brink and Cooper. 34. Second fertilization is called A. Syngamy. B. Apomixis. C. Senescence. D. Vegetative fertilization. Answer: D. Vegetative fertilization. 35. In the endosperm is a special tissue which is formed as a result of vegetative fertilization. A. Gymnosperms. B. Angiosperms. C. Dicosperms. D. Parenchyma. Answer: B. Angiosperms. 36. Endosperm development precedes development. A. Pollen tube. B. Nuclei. C. Embryo. D. Micropyle. Answer: C. Embryo. 37. Endosperm is meant for A. Protection. B. Transduction. C. Nourishment. D. Respiration. Answer: C. Nourishment. 38. The early globular embryo is the A. Proembryo. B. Prembryo. C. Endosperm. D. Nuclei. Answer: A. Proembryo. 39. How does a typical dicket divide? A. Elongates and then divides. B. Compresses and then divides. C. Normal division. D. Doesn't divide. Answer: A. Elongates and then divides. 40. The first cell of the suspensor, in dickets, functions as A. Hypophyses. B. Hypophyses. C. Haustorium. D. Antipodal. Answer: C. Haustorium. 41. The part of embryonal axis above the level of cotyledons is called A. Hypocotyl. B. Haustorium. C. Hypophyses. D. Epicotyl. Answer: D. Epicotyl. 42. Lower end of the embryonal axis in monocots is enclosed within A. Scutellum. B. Coleoriza. C. Plumule. D. Radicle. Answer: B. Coleoriza. 43. The outer layer indicates is called A. Procambium, B. Ground meristem, C. Protoderm, D. Proembryo. Answer, C. Protoderm. 44. In monocots, the dash end produces the suspensor cells. A. Micropila, B. Hilum, C. Coleoptile, D. Coleorhiza. Answer, A. Micropila. 45. Dash divide after endosperm formation. A. Zygote, B. Hilum, C. Micropyle, D. Cuticle. Answer, A. Zygote. 46. Formation of individuals without fusion is called A. Fertilization, B. Pollination, C. Apomixis, D. Amphimixis. Answer, C. Apomixis. 47. Dash may be defined as occurrence of two or more embryos in one ovule. A. Polyembryony, B. Nucellus, C. Parthenocarps, D. Embryogenesis. Answer, A. Polyembryony. 48. The true or false polyembryony analogy of embryos is given by A. Ernst and Schnarf, B. Winkler and Schnarf, C. Ernst and Winkler, D. Leeuwenhoek and Ernst. Answer, A. Ernst and Schnarf. 49. Nucellar adventive polyembryony is of great significance in A. Aquaculture, B. Pisciculture, C. Apiculture, D. Horticulture. Answer, D. Horticulture. 50. Dash produce seeds without fertilization. A. Hibiscus, B. Rafflesia, C. Asteraceae, D. Familiaceae. Answer, C. Asteraceae. Thank you, and please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.